Okay, well, I've reached Aklavik now. There's a sign showing the end of the Disovery Highway. I've been flying in a jetliner for most of the day here at 900 kilometers an hour. I'm beginning to think that it's totally preposterous to think that Sigmund would have walked all the way out here to the edge of the Arctic Ocean. So, I guess I'm getting a little skeptical here. It just seems too far to go for a man on foot. Well, anyhow, we're here now, so we'll go downtown. Continuing our walk into Aklavik here. It's a pretty colorful town. Here, I've discovered Millen Street. Must be named after Edgar Millen, the RCMP constable killed by Albert Johnson, the Mad Trapper, in a shootout. And there's the Polar Bed and Breakfast building in Aklavik. Kind of a busy main street. I'm walking down the main street in Aklavik. This is one busy place. Hardly feel like I'm really in Canada here, it's so far removed. This is just a way bigger place than I ever... It's a half hour after midnight at the Arctic Chalet in Aklavik here. Obviously the sun is not going down at all tonight. Having already reached its low point, it's still pretty high. So I guess conversely we can be aware that back in 1931-32 winter, like every winter, the sun wouldn't be coming up at all during the day. I can just pick out the Richardson Mountains there on the horizon, where Albert Johnson made his escape over January of 1932. We're in the Aklavik airplane here, lining up for the runway to take off.
They said pretty much we go 20 minutes or so.
Aklavik to Aklavik. Well, here we are at the gravesite in Aklavik. Ben Perry, Constable Ben Perry of the RCMP, just gave me a ride over from the airport, and I explained to him that we're wrapping up this investigation concerning Sigvald, and this is the gravesite. Finally arrived. So I'm going to walk through and look for the actual grave here. We'll see where it might be. Oh, there's a whole bunch of deep water here. I was afraid of this. I'm not sure how I'm going to get to the back side of the grave site here. Kind of thought this might happen. try and find a way through without getting knee deep in water. Looking here, I've already got my feet soaked. Still no sign of Albert Johnson's grave. This is the back side of the graveyard. Well, I've been in the graveyard for half an hour now. Looks like this is going to be a very difficult thing to find Albert Johnson graves. There's many broken crosses laying on the ground, and it's hard to read anything on some of them. I'll be searching for some time yet. Still looking around the graveyard. Possibly his grave is underwater. There's many graves marked with wood, and the sticks have broken off, or the writing has completely vanished, so I'll probably need help to find the grave site. It's I found a series of graves in the 1930s here, but still no sign of Albert Johnson. Well, with the help of the local bylaw people and Pat Masuk, looks like I finally found the grave site. Albert Johnson, question mark. That's a big question mark. There we go. Well, the question is, have we found you here, Sigvald? Is this the place? The plane leaving Aklavik. There's skidoos and boats parked on the ice. At this place I'm eating here, there's a spectacular view of the Richard. Looking out the window at the Richardson Mountains. Spectacular view out the window of the restaurant here in Aklavik. Aklavik here to go back to Inuvik. Well, here we are at the Arctic Chalet in Inuvik, May 22nd, 2009. I'm just getting ready to leave to fly back to Edmonton. I watched the documentary last night. According to the documentary, Sigvald has been ruled out as a possibility of being a DNA match for Albert Johnson by a margin of 100%. We will have more test results coming in tomorrow, the mitochondrial DNA. Going into tomorrow, apparently our possibilities are approximately 0% of getting a match. So I'll fly back to Edmonton now and get on with ordinary life.
Flying time down to Edmonton is 2 hours and 40 minutes. One out of plane coming out to 38,000 feet.